Hello, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is your reading for June 2023. So let's dive straight into it. Your first card out, your energy oracle this month, is the Angel of Balance. I feel this energy so strongly already. You're the first reading I'm doing for June, but I just feel so strongly with Jupiter heading into Taurus that a lot is going to improve for the collective in a very balanced and harmonious way. Like we all seem to be leveling up at this time. And it's like, I don't know, I'm just seeing this energy of you shifting your internal vibration, and that is going to match your external reality. It's only that you're doing it a lot more at this time for some reason. So I do wonder if there was some major shifts and changes in your reality that caused you to shift internally, and you're bringing about change in a very balanced way. I'm also seeing here like kind of balancing out the different areas of your life, making sure that you have a lot of energy going towards work, as well as home, as well as family and friends, as well as your health. And like, I don't know, I'm seeing you really prioritizing having that healthy balance in your life so that your inner peace is there and available. So beautiful stuff. We have a message from the moon this month, which is the full moon in Virgo. You are good enough. Yeah, ooh. You know what I'm really seeing here? I'm seeing you're developing your confidence a lot at this time in a very natural way because you genuinely have been having a lot of discipline, I feel, and kind of just working to improve your life, improve your reality, genuinely. And a natural confidence comes from that. And I don't know. So for example, like say that for the past couple of years or months, like you've been really focusing so hard on something and it was like struggling, and now it's like finally paying off, and that just brings about this really cool sense of confidence within you. Okay, finally having whatever it was that you were lacking before, or feeling like you have something that you were lacking before, that brings about so much more confidence within you. You are good enough, Aries. You have self-sufficiency. See how all of these messages seem to be coming through? I really feel like you're developing. You've had discipline. You've had discipline for the last several months, and because of that, like, there's something in your reality that is developing to the point where it's now no longer in a lack state. So for example, if you were really struggling financially, you've been working super duper hard, and now you finally are having the results come through in June in a way that is providing so much self-sufficiency. Or maybe it has to do with health. You've been working out consistently and now like you're starting to really feel that confidence. Maybe it's your social life. You have been in this hermit mode for so long, and then in the month of June, suddenly everything starts changing. So I just love that you have the self-sufficiency card for June. It's really beautiful. It says the ultimate self-sufficiency is relying on God or universe or the collective, whatever you want to call it. It doesn't mean hiding in a cave and saying, I don't need people. Instead, it's saying God or spirit, whatever, is my source, and I am willing to receive all the help, love, and support that wants to come to me. I feel like your life is getting easier for you because you're allowing help to come in. So it's like you cultivated all this discipline, working super hard on the things in which you wanted to see developed, but things are starting to move forward a lot more quickly for you because not only do you have all that discipline and all that hard work, but now you're also receiving external help, and that is only going to boost you so quickly. You know, this has been a really big theme in the collective recently, like I would say the past week that I'm filming this now, which I believe I'm filming this on the 19th, I think. So for the past week, I've really been feeling this epiphany, this energy within the collective readings that we are all kind of being guided to return back to our place in the ecosystem, and understanding that like, sure, you can work super hard for whatever result you're looking to achieve in life, but when you actually like allow help from other spirits and other people, other entities, it just makes things so much faster because you're not meant to be an island. And returning back to our previous example, like say that your goal is health and getting ripped, right? You can go to the gym and do all this hard work on your own, feeling like you'll have no results unless you do all of the work yourself. But like, what if you did allow some other spirits, some other people to come in and help you? Like, what if you did allow the healing energy of like creatine or protein or just a trainer, like all the help that you can get to achieve your goal, but apply that wherever it resonates in your life. And your fourth oracle card out is Stand Your Ground. I'm also seeing a lot of green energy for you this month, which is heart-based energy, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was a lot of love. I want to say love and money, because, you know, I think of green, I think of money, right? So I wonder if, you know, there's a lot of growth there in love and money. It says stand your ground. Standing your ground is an empowering, confidence-building action to take from time to time. There's that word confidence again. Now is the moment when you need to stand your ground. You know you can do it, and you know that by doing so, you will be the victor. Don't give up on your dreams is what I want to say. I feel like there's a huge turning point in the month of June specifically for a lot of divine creators. These are people who come into this earth to heal the collective through your art, through your music, through your message, through your brain. And for some reason, I feel that it has been trying times for divine creators, and there's a turning point in June, at the end of May and in June, I want to say, where you're just developing a stronger sense of confidence in what you have to offer the world, and you're allowing help in, and it's just like all of these little things around you are in alignment with your forward momentum here. So I don't know, we're gonna get some more specific examples of what is going to be happening for you in the month of June. And today we are using the Starman Tarot, which was created by, I forget the artist's name. Whatever, you can look it up. But it's basically based off of like David Bowie, and I never used this deck for some reason, and today I just felt like pulling it out. So it's a little treat for you guys. Your first card out for June is the Five of Cups in reversed. So that's what it looks like upright. Very fun, right? Now this card is speaking of finally turning around and overcoming a lack mentality. And it might not just be a lack mentality. It might be that you actually have lost some loved ones or things that you thought were going to turn out in your life and stay in your life forever. It was lost from you. It didn't have exactly like, and here's the thing about the Five of Cups. On the traditional tarot, there's 3 cups that have fallen. 2 of them are wine, and 1 of them are poisonous. It's poison. And so it's like something did not work out for you in the past, and there was a lot of grieving involved with that. But you have to understand that the thing that didn't work out, it didn't work out for a reason. There was a toxic element to that. There was a reason why it couldn't work out. And even though the good outnumbered the bad was just so bad to the point where it was a bit toxic. So this could have been a breakup. This could have been, which is totally on par with everything that like I've been seeing in these readings for the past several weeks. Could have been a breakup. It could have been you separating yourself from certain friends. Could even be an end of a dream, a goal, a job that you thought would have worked out, but it just didn't work out. And now like you're kind of shifting gears, you're pivoting. So there was a grieving process involved with that, but I love this card in reverse because it turns into a positive story where you went through that grieving process and now you're turning around and living life in the present moment so abundantly, so beautiful again. And this new reality that is coming in for you in June will be so much better than whatever you lost in the previous weeks and months. So we see a whole shift going on here where you are no longer crying over the things that you've lost in life. Now, grieving is here's the thing, guys. The thing about grieving is that it doesn't necessarily shrink down and get smaller. It's just that your life gets bigger, and so that grief doesn't become such a big space in your life. Does that make sense? Because you're constantly expanding as a human being. Your energy field gets bigger and bigger. Your horizons expand and broaden. And so it's not necessarily that the love that you hold for those people and situations that have passed decreases. It stays the same. Okay? It's just that your life experiences, the people that you meet, they help broaden your horizons a bit. So if you are feeling a little bit stuck on the past, a little bit clinging on to past relationships and what has already passed you by. This is your sign to go out and meet new people, go out and have new experiences, because the only reason you're still stuck on it is because you need to broaden your horizons right now. That grief isn't going to get any smaller. It's just that you yourself get bigger. So it's beautiful. And we see you doing that this month very naturally. We have the Eight of Cups, which is the card of moving on, walking away. We see a healing here of moving on from the past, finally moving forward. Also, not just the past, but anything that felt really, really stagnant, like you were working so hard to make something work, whether it be a business, a creative project, a relationship. You were trying so hard to make it work. You were chasing, you were running after it, trying to attract it. And that consumed so much energy from you. And I feel like in the month of May, and possibly like late April, you kind of had this shift go on for you. Also, I don't know why, the song Ring of Fire just came to my mind by Johnny Cash, and the Ring of Fire, and the Ring of Fire. I haven't heard that song in a long time, so I'm sorry. Sorry for that rendition. But something you finally might have shifted to where you broke out of this trying to make it happen energy. And we see you genuinely doing your own thing now, going your own way. Now the song, if you go your own way, go your own way, just came into my mind, Fleetwood Mac. So I don't know, maybe you're listening to a lot of music this month, going to concerts. All these songs keep coming up, making music. I don't know. But Eight of Cups is beautiful because it shows you moving on. It shows you following your intuition and having these new experiences. The direction of West is really sticking out in my mind right now. And it doesn't necessarily mean that you're traveling west, although you could be traveling west or moving west this month or planning a trip for that this month. The direction of West spiritually, to me, I think of like the jaguar. I think of this big cat energy. Is all about expanding your horizons, exiting your comfort zone, and leaving behind what no longer serves you. And whenever I perform a medicine wheel, I always start in the south. Everyone does it a little differently. I always start in the south, and I think of the snake and shedding away the things that no longer serve me. And the thing about the medicine wheel is that you go in a certain direction, and you can spend time with the spirit of one of those directions for a long time, whether it's minutes, hours, months, weeks, years, so maybe you were in a position in life where you were in your south spirit and working with that medicine, which is releasing, letting go, shedding your old skin, which now I'm thinking, literally yesterday I was at PetSmart and I was buying cat food, but they had a chameleon there that was literally shedding like mad all of its old skin. I'm like, that is some serious dandruff right there. But no, it just popped into my head because that vision is coming along with your energy. Maybe you have serious snake or chameleon type of spirit guides working with you. I don't know. But anyways, I feel like you were in that energy for a long time, months, maybe even years, where you were just kind of grieving the past, healing from trauma, letting go of old relationships that may have passed you by. And, during that time, you might have put a lot of pressure on yourself to perform, to grow, to expand. But the thing is, during that time, you were really working with this medicine, with the south direction, the south spirit, where you truly were processing old wounds. You truly were overcoming your childhood, the way that you were raised, the things that you've been through, the traumatic experiences you faced, mental health issues, physical health issues, anything. You were in a period of healing, and you were being way too hard on yourself. You were being so hard on yourself to perform, to grow rapidly, in a very physical type of way, climb the ladder in your career or reach certain milestones in life. And you didn't listen to the spirit guides that were trying to tell you during that time to be, less harsh on yourself. You didn't, there's no going back now. There's no point in worrying about it now, but still, just know that your spirit guides were trying to tell you this, but you heard it and it didn't sink in with you. You didn't listen. You were hard on yourself anyways. It's beyond the point though now, because now we see you actually moving into the west direction, medicine and spirit guide, which is helping you actually do the things that you're focused on before, which is expanding, reaching these milestones, growing. So I see you making the shift in May and June, which is beautiful. And this is all about expanding your creative horizons, meeting new people, having new experiences, and growing from that. Okay. Third card out for you, we have the Ace of Swords in reversed. So there's some type of blockage, it feels like, in communication or in direction. Like this is that energy of like, I'm a little bit confused as to where this is going. Things aren't very clear to me right now. So what I want to do here is I want to pull some more cards, and I really want to see what card comes out underneath this. So let's see. Your fourth card out, which is right underneath the first card, the Five of Cups in reversed, is the Hanged Man. Okay, I'm seeing you gaining new perspective here, seeing things in a different light. I really want to say like seeing your past in a different light, and kind of like I'm seeing a moment here where you're now understanding why you had to go through the things that you went through. During the time, you were really like doubting the universe, questioning the universe. Why am I going through this? Why are you making me struggle? But now in retrospect, you're like looking back and like, okay, I'm actually glad that I had those experiences because it taught me XYZ. And that this realization, this synchronization of like the past and the present is going to make the rest of your life honestly a lot more peaceful, because in the future, when you find yourself in these situations where you don't quite know where you're going, you don't quite have all the answers yet, you now trust in the universe that it'll all make sense later on and you don't have to have all the answers right now. And that is a piece of wisdom that you might have heard all the time, but again, it just didn't sink into the core of your being. And now this month I see it sinking into the core of your being, where you're going to be so much more patient with yourself and so much more patient with the universe and the things that manifest with your life genuinely. Like you're genuinely going to start enjoying the process of your life unfolding from this moment forward, because it's starting to sink in for you. Like the things that you were so frustrated with in the past, like you understand now why you had to go through that. And now you're just totally understanding that even when things don't make sense right now, there's a higher purpose. And you're truly understanding that divine timing isn't this phrase that we hear that makes us feel so impatient. Like you truly understand the meaning of divine timing now. Center of your spread is the Chariot in reversed. So this is your, okay, you have two major arcana cards out so far. We have the Hanged Man and the Chariot reversed. This is giving me kind of like a pause. There's a pause going on for you this month that will allow you to reflect and kind of regroup. I'm seeing again a pivot, a change in direction. Just kind of like regrouping and figuring out where you go from here. I do wonder if the biggest problem you're faced with this month, Aries, or at this time that you're watching, is feeling a loss of direction in life, or just like not really knowing exactly where you want to live, what you want to be, what you want to do in the future. Should I continue with these things that I was doing? Should I do this idea that I'm having? Things seem a little bit like unclear, and it could be because you have so many different interests, so many different ideas for what would make you happy in life, that I don't know, I just feel like this kind of lack of clarity when it comes to your actual direction and where you're going. So I really do feel like this month of June, one of the blessings that will be coming to you is that you're gonna have like extra time to yourself, or experiences that will kind of help you determine where you want to go. Like I'm seeing a regroup happening. Some things in your life may still be out of alignment a little bit. The Chariot in reverse gives me out of alignment energy. So we actually see here like two, I don't even know what you would call these, two beings that are moving this chariot forward. When it's in reverse, it's like one of them's going that way, the other's going that way, and it doesn't make any forward progress. And this would happen if you're doing multiple things that kind of clash with each other, or like everything in your life just doesn't seem to be in alignment with each other. So this month I see you regrouping and kind of getting on the same page and like understanding your direction in life, which is quite a blessing. So your sixth card out, this is the one I was waiting for, underneath that Ace of Swords reversed, you have the Sun in reversed. Okay, there is great happiness and creativity, and especially love, romantic love, familial love, friendship love on the horizon for you. How you get there is a mystery to you, okay, but that's totally fine. Look at how beautiful the Sun card is in this deck. Look at her. I love it. Whenever the Sun comes out in reverse, it reminds me of that song, of course. The sun will come out tomorrow. I'm not a good singer, guys. I believe that's from Annie, the play, right? So I feel like there's a shift happening here in your peace in not knowing, not needing all of the answers. And I feel like a lot of creative ideas and a lot of creative direction will come to you this month. And I see creative blockages being lifted for you. So it's really beautiful. I think you're gonna have a lot of time and space to yourself this month to just indulge in your creativity and follow like whatever whim that you have. I think this is an important moment in your life to take risks and to follow your creative whims, because those creative whims are actually going to lead you to a place in life where your direction is super duper clear. That's what you need. Okay, so just follow your creative whims. If one day you wake up and you just have this strange urge to like make a quilt or start a business or start a new Instagram account or write a song or paint a painting, like follow that whim. Follow your whim. Some days you'll wake up and you won't feel creative at all. And you know what we do in those moments? Nothing. We just allow it to be. We don't put pressure on ourselves to create something when we're not in those creative energies. Just let it pass. Just let it pass. And when that creativity returns, utilize it, maximize it. I think what you need, Aries, is to not have such a strict and stiff schedule, because every day is like a new attitude, a new motivation for you. Every day you're going to be inspired to do something different. Maybe one day you want to be really productive and clean and do all of these very logical tasks. And another day you're just going to want to sit down and create. And if you bully yourself when you're going through those creative days, like, oh, I should be cleaning, I should be being productive, I should be working, you're really not using the most of those creative juices. So things will come in waves for you, and you need to follow those waves this month, because that'll actually bring you forward way faster than trying to like force yourself to sit down and be creative, force yourself to sit down and be productive. You're gonna have these different moods, so do that when they come. Seventh card out for you, third row now, is the Three of Cups. Beautiful, beautiful friendships and celebrations. Social activity really is strong in June for you. So I wouldn't be surprised if you're going on some type of trip. I'm seeing day trip energy. I'm seeing celebrations, get-togethers, and your sense of community is going to be really, really important for you this month as well. So this is a really happy card. Incredibly happy. Your eighth card out is the Seven of Swords. Wow. Okay. Right underneath the Chariot reversed. Okay, again, this is a card where I want to see all of the cards around it. So the final card is the King of Pentacles in reversed. Okay, definitely one thing I would say to watch out for this month, and I know this is really specific, but like just make sure that any agreements, contracts, or negotiations that you have this month are for your greatest good. Because we do see here with the King of Pentacles in reversed, someone who might be a little bit greedy, who might want to get the most out of you, okay, while giving the least amount. So this could apply in any situation. For example, if you're looking for a new apartment, just beware of greedy landlords who want to get the most amount of money out of you without offering any support at all, like, you know, that type of energy. Or if anyone's coming to you for like business or creative collaboration and they come to you with a contract, I would recommend getting that contract looked at by a lawyer who knows what they're looking at, so they can tell you like this is a scam or whatever, you know what I mean? Like, just beware of greedy people this month. That's the only thing I would say. And it's not a huge deal. These are minor arcana cards. It's not a huge deal. It's just a little warning, a little tip from the universe. You know, there may be one occurrence this month where someone's trying to get more from you than they are giving back in some way, shape, or form. So just keep your eyes peeled for that. Other than that, it's a really good month for you. We see you like just really creative, social, kind of in this flow. You're giving me like hippie energy almost, where it's like you're riding the waves of life and you're more at peace. You know, you're not forcing yourself to be in this toxic sense of productivity anymore. You're not forcing yourself to have this toxic pressure on yourself to be somewhere or do as much, and it just brings so much more peace to the forefront in your life. And I see so much creative works coming out of you this month for some reason as well, because of that, or just like even like really quality time that will propel you forward in life. It doesn't have, when I say creative, I mean like whatever you're creating for yourself. So even if you're just someone who's into sports, for example, you'll get into a random mood where you're like, okay, I'm gonna work out today, and you just let yourself do that. Like you follow these whims, these creative whims as they come. So thank you guys for joining me. You're gonna have a lovely month, but make sure you check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs to get the fullest overview of the month ahead for you from my channel. Okay, comment down below, do you want me to do like a monthly love reading? That's an idea I was pondering with in my head. I don't know, so just let me know down below, I guess, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. All right, thank you guys. Bye bye.